Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Yes, so I'm gonna come at you guys with a quick update of what I did yesterday and today. So yesterday we had our quiz 4, and yeah, it was fresh out of spring break. I'm like, who makes a test the day that you come back from spring break? All of us were tired, like everyone was out of it, so I ended up getting the 86 on the test, and that has been my lowest grade so far. That's been my first B in Med Search 2 so far. So I was like, oh, but it's still fine. That gets dropped, so I'm still good. But I was just like, ugh, like why? So then we did the male reproductive chapter, so like male reproductive disorders, testicular cancer, prostate cancer, all that stuff like that. And then what else did we do? We did med math, and then that was basically it. And then today we did our last chapter of Med Search 2. So that was on STDs, or STIs as they like to call them now. And yeah, we finished that up real quick. We did reproductive pharmacology, so like meds that would be given for anyone with like reproductive disorders. And we also did endocrine pharmacology, so like insulin, cortisone, like glucocorticoids, stuff like that you get for different types of endocrine disorders. So yeah, we basically did that. We did a final exam review. We did our test 5 or exam 5 review, and that's going to be our last test before our final. So that's going to include female reproductive, male reproductive, and then the sexually transmitted infections. And yeah, so we did some more med math, and then my teacher. So guys, I'm someone who, I am a very calm person. I'm very chill and very laid back. But when something annoys me, like, I will let it be known. I won't be loud, but like I will let people know how I'm feeling. So yeah. So basically what happened was our next class is Behavioral Social Sciences, or BSS as we like to call it. It's basically like a mixture of all different types of sociology, lifespan development, like stuff like that. And so maybe 2-3 weeks ago, or like a week or two before spring break last week, our teacher was like, oh, if you've taken any type of sociology class in college, just let us know and you could be exempt from BSS. I'm like, great, because I took 3 different sociology classes for my undergrad. And so I was like, perfect, like, let's go, let's do this. So, yeah, Saturday I emailed her and I was like, okay, so how's the exemption work for BSS? I've taken 3 different classes, Introduction to Anthropology, Social Evolution, and Sociology of Medicine and Healthcare. I'm like, I can provide you with the official grade reports, not the transcript, but the official grade reports from the Rutgers website. I can have that to you. Can I be exempt? How does that work? And she basically sent me an email back saying, sorry, Ruby, no, you should have done that. You should have handed us the official transcript in the beginning of the semester or sooner. And then she was like, at least you'll have a leg up on everyone else. And I was like, the beginning of the semester, you literally told us like 2-3 weeks ago. What you mean? Like, we didn't even know that was a thing before the beginning of the semester. So how are you gonna, so that already made me mad. So today, this morning when I walked into class, I could be very nosy sometimes. I have really good ears. Like, ask anyone who knows me, my ears, my mom always says they're sharp. Like, my ears are always sharp. So, I overheard a classmate whispering, and they were like talking about testing out, and my teacher was whispering back and saying like, oh, you have to get a 75 or better. So I'm looking like, wait, she just told me that I couldn't be exempt, but she's about to give people a test to test out for the class that starts tomorrow. Like, that already, I was like, no. I'm like, maybe, you know what, maybe I didn't hear right, so we went through class or whatever, and when lunch break happened, the student brought it up again, one of my classmates brought it up again to the teacher, like, oh yeah, so when do you want to do it, blah, blah, blah. And so it was 3 of them who were going to test out. And my teacher was whispering back, like, oh, I have to get the Scantrons, da-da-da. So I'm looking like, wait. So first of all, this wasn't something that was known to the entire class, this whole testing out thing, if you'd taken it. She only let it be known to those students who just so happened to be in her clinical group as well. But yeah, so I thought that was unfair. That made me mad. And so that just basically messed up my whole day. Because I'm like, you know what? Are you playing favorites? To me, I feel like I'm a good student. Everyone knows. Like, I'm a good student. I don't fuss. I don't do bad. Like, I always get high grades. I'm just chill. But, like, for you to just, I don't know. I don't like how she approached it at all. It really made me mad. And I'm like, yo, so they can test out the day before, but I can't let you know ahead of time. Like, you still told me no, but you told them yes. And I had 3 different sociology classes. Why couldn't I test out? Why wasn't that known to me? Why was it just a straight no? Oh, you'll be ahead of everyone else. You should have told them the same thing instead of testing them out. They'll be ahead of everyone else too. So that kind of made me mad. So, I told my other classmates, I showed them the email that she sent me. So, like, it's not like I'm lying or anything. Word for word what she sent me. And yeah, so a couple of them were feeling mad for me too. Because it's like, yo. And on top of that, when we came back from lunch break, we had to wait for them to finish. And it's crazy because half of a good portion of the class didn't know why we were taking so long. So I was just like, oh, there's some people next door testing out. And they're like, testing out? I didn't know we could test out. I'm like, yeah. Well, it wasn't something that was made known to everyone. So that's something that rubbed me the wrong way. I was definitely annoyed. And like, it's funny because when they finished taking their test, she came in and she's like, oh guys, I just want to look out for everyone. And thank you guys for waiting. And like a couple of my classmates are like, nah, Ruby, because I should have been there taking the test too. But yeah, it's all good. I'll take BSS. I'll swallow it with a grain of salt. Is that how you say it? Yeah, so it's only 8-day class really. So it's just something I have to deal with. Like I said, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Like, a lot of my classmates were saying I should have approached her or been like, I'm taking that test. Like I said, I'm not someone I don't like conflict. I don't like to complain. It's just like, okay, it's just something annoying that I have to go through. Most likely I'll get an A, if not a high B, but most likely an A. And yeah, what can you do? But I'm someone who believes in karma. So I'm like, you know what? I don't have to fight back. God will fight for me. Okay, so that has been what has been going on so far. So tomorrow we do start BSS. And so I'll let you guys know how that goes. We have our first BSS test on Friday. I just learned that today. So yeah, guys, I'll come at you most likely Friday to just let you know how the first 3 days and the first test of BSS goes. So yeah, guys, peace. Hey guys, happy Thursday. Yes, so I'm gonna give you an update of yesterday and today. So yesterday, as you guys may know, we started BSS, Behavioral Social Sciences, and as you guys know, I was a little mad about how my teacher handled the whole situation about me being exempt, and so she gave a test to like 3 other students to be exempt. Well, it turns out they all failed it, and so we all had to take the test. So, like I said, karma always works its way out. That sounds so bad, but yeah, like I said, God handles everything, so that's how he wanted it. So, yeah, we did BSS, we did chapters 1, 2, and 3. Basically like a intro. We talked about healthcare in the government, cultures and cultural like identity, different things that you would find in different cultures. And then yeah, that was basically it. It kind of dragged the chapters. The book is so small, but she makes it so long. It's actually pretty annoying. So today was the same thing. We did chapters 4, 5, and 6. And those are basically like, we started learning about the different theorists, Piaget, Erikson, Maslow, I'm forgetting one more. But yeah, we learned about them, we learned about the developmental stages, and that's basically it. So we're on lunch break now, and yeah, that's been my update. So I will come at you guys tomorrow to let you guys know what we do. But yeah, tomorrow we actually have our first BSS test on chapters 1 through 3, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know how it's gonna go, we'll see, but I have faith that'll be good. And we had a cultural paper for the class that's not due until like 3 weeks, but I handed it in yesterday, kind of like you don't want me to be exempt, but you know what, I'll be an overachiever in this class then. So yeah, I handed it to her. She was like, oh wow, the cultural paper? I'm like, yeah, here you go. So yeah, that's been my update of this week. So I'll talk to you guys, of this week so far. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.